In this video we're going to be discussing what exactly is the average player. Now this video actually comes at a really inopportune time considering recent topic. However, this was something that's been on my list for a while, considering there was a Twitter post which I can't find anymore. Someone was asking Dod-Regnbue what the average XP is per hour. I think the suggestion was like 250k XP an hour, and Dod-Regnbue replied, "That sounds about right." I can't find the Twitter post. Maybe someone with Twitter can potentially find it. However, 250k XP per hour is the average, apparently. That means the average player is completing a hostage rescue on normal, 2 territory controls on normal, and then an elite warhound convoy, again on normal. This takes us to, because a hostage negotiation on normal is 85k, territory controls are 48k, and then the elite warhound convoy is 50k. Add these together, we get 231,000. Obviously, I am rounding these to the nearest thousand, so you're not getting just 85,000, it's going to be like 85,312, for example. If we add all of these up, it takes us to about 243,000 XP, and then adding in the kill XP that you get from completing these as well, because obviously as you kill things you get XP, you end up with roughly 250,000. You are also able to do this on one event on Heroic. Just complete a control point per hour and you are essentially double the average. I say average, but I don't actually know if this is 100% confirmed. All I have to go on is the memory of a Twitter post, which I can no longer find. In hindsight, which is always 2020, I should have taken a screenshot of it then, because I did want to do a video on it. So, what is going to happen pretty soon, because I'm on normal at the moment, as you can see, that is my 250k XP. Hopefully you can see this now. I'm at 247,281. I am now going to put the world on Heroic with 3 directives, which is my typical casual farming. I'm not going to go balls to the wall farming. I'm just going to run around, shoot shit, chill the breeze. I spend half the time scratching my nuts. I text my wife, I reply to comments and messages in Discord as well as on YouTube. I'm not exactly going absolute balls to the wall farming here. I'm playing very, very casual Carl, and I'm going to see at the end of an actual hour how much XP I get. And you'll see just how stupid comparing things to the average actually is. Simply just because I believe, I'm not 100% certain, but there is a total of like 4 million Division 2 accounts. I think it is just under 4 million, like 3.8 mil. Now obviously, there are not 3.8 mil players still playing this game. There's maybe, I believe like the last check was like 40,000 players still playing this game. Which means there are 3.4 million dead accounts. They're just not actively playing. Are these included into the average XP? Because if so, that's 0 average XP per hour, which is heavily going to influence the average per hour. However, if we then decide to just completely remove those dead accounts from the equation, I don't know if they were involved, I don't know if they have been taken out, but at that point, if we do take them out, does the average still go up? What then would the new average be? And comparing everything and working off of the average across the player base is an absolutely ridiculous way to go, simply just because not everyone is going to be comparable to the average. It's going to be heavily influenced by your experience, your build, your overall playtime, how you play, as well as what activities are you actually doing. I spend a lot of my time doing territory controls as well as bounties. On occasion I like doing elite territory control. For this I'm literally just doing whatever I can be bothered to find, and it doesn't always go according to plan, simply just because it doesn't always go according to plan. Now this is Constitution Hall. Now for those that are in the know, this is the best place to farm XP. Simple reason being, that little green dot there is the safe house. Where this white X has just appeared is a bounty location. If you are in a team of 4, 3 headhunters, 1 CC, you are able to farm the bounty that spawns here very, very efficiently, provided you have a good team and you run, like I said, 3 headhunters and 1 CC. It takes you approximately 7 seconds to get to the bounty. Assuming you can play headhunter and you've got a good setup, you can clear the bounty in about 40 seconds, and it then takes another 10 seconds to get back to the safe house by fast travel and then reset the bounty. This means the total clear time is about 57 seconds. Bounties on Heroic with 5 directives will give you 1 level. Now, if I did a video on this and been like, yeah, look, the average player can get 1 SHD a minute, but in order for me to actually show this, I need to get the likes of Rise of Brutality, who's like 26k, one of the best headshot masters I've ever seen or played with. Stella, who is like 70 plus k, an absolute farming god and one of the most optimal players I've ever come across. And then to round off our little team, we just add Hutchler in, fucking speedrunner extraordinaire, who is renowned for optimizing overall runs and finding ways in which to cut time out just so that we can speed things up and get things done quicker. Now, admittedly, in order to actually do this and get your 1 level per minute, that is the sort of team that you would need. It is possible, but you need some serious god tier players on your side to help you do it. At the same time though, me saying, oh yeah, average player can get 1 SHD a minute, I mean, technically it's not wrong, but at the same time, that certainly is not an average team. Now, with the people I tend to play with within the Bro Squad Discord and a lot of the speedrunners, I would say like as a casual average farm, we could do the Constitution Hall bounty farm as to like 1 SHD every 2 minutes in a chill manner. But that would still be Heroic 5 directives. Now, if you were to say this like the average casual player, I very much doubt they're going to be running Heroic with 5 directives. They might not even be running Heroic. They might not even have the builds to be able to just one-shot your way through the game. So where exactly do we want to draw the line here? Now, obviously, the average is going to be the sum total of all of your data divided by the amount of inputs. If you have 50 people running to get a time in a bounty, you take all of their times, add them together, divide by 50. That is going to be your average. Problem is, with this large amount of pool, your average is not going to be accurate, simply just because you're going to have people that take an hour to do a bounty, and you're going to have people that take a minute to do a bounty. Now, prior to recording this, I did 10 bounties just randomly, very casually, and this is the time they took. 10 minutes, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 7, 9, and 2. My average across these is 6 minutes, 18 seconds. I then did this test again, but this time, rather than just casually fumbling around, I actually put some effort in, went to use Regulus, trying to get things to spawn out of one door, and these are the times I got. Right, immediately here we can see that my average is like 3 minutes. What one is the more comparable average? 6 minutes 18 or 3 minutes? I know people that would say 3 minutes is too slow, and I know people that would struggle to do a bounty on Heroic with 5 directives in 6 minutes 18. It's a completely false argument, simply just because you're going to have far too many variables. It's kind of like asking for people's favourite number. Very weird topic, I'm aware, but if we were to ask for people's favourite number, the overall pool size of your data is going to be infinite. And then if we try and find the average of infinite, we end up with infinite, annoyingly. Typically, if you compare a player or a community or however you want to word a group of people to the average, you are going to get a very skewed result, because either people are going to perform above average or below average, and then you're going to get quite a lot of cases where people perform massively over or under the average, and then you're going to get the fair few unique people that are just by far and large near enough god tier. Point in case here, the average apparently of XP earned per hour is 250,000. Throughout this play, this hour that I've been running around doing literally nothing, I have earned over 7.7 million. I started at 12,483. I end on 12,494. That's 7.7 million XP. This is a 3,080% increase over the 250k an hour. Does that mean I'm not an average player? If they were to adjust XP for any reason because of that 250k, is you're going to get a skewed result, because I would actually personally argue from my experience that 7.7 million an hour is also quite low. I would honestly say the average player, if they're playing the game, would probably earn 10 to 12 million XP an hour. But that is also completely skewed because that is my experience. This is exactly why we can't compare average player DPS. We can compare build DPS because that's what a build is capable of. What a player is capable of is inconsistent and deeply flawed. Have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.